The thing is, like, actually.
Wait, we gotta do an intro first.
Oh yeah.
Yo, check it. I's with my boys. We're doing a podcast.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
What's
so
it
we're
called?
gonna go about at the topic that's the main topic of the session right now.
Wait, what the fuck was the...
Women's
We had a name. What? We had a name. Me and Sean made one up. That was actually pretty good. It was like Mug and something.
Oh yeah.
Mark these nuts.
It's not Mug These Nuts.
Although I
Mug.
wouldn't mind.
Mug and...
Give me your nuts.
Fuck, what was it? Mug and... It was some other cup. Name cup names.
Oh,
Cup
Mug
names?
Yeah,
Wow.
like Mug is one.
Saucer?
Mug and...
But anyways, when Sean comes on a different
Mug
episode,
and
we'll
cupcake?
tell us.
Yeah, I guess.
So, like, one thing is, I saw this video of like this Indian guy who was dating this Persian girl,
Okay.
and it was talking that like there was this dish in Ran's Sholazar that they brought him, and it looks like kheer. So he said, "Wow, that's like some really nice kheer you got there." The issue is kheer means cock in Persian. So like that was like when it was like this doesn't matter. Like the very first thing, like the mom of the family brings like that's some nice cock you got there.
Yo, some BBK.
Boom boom ching.
I think I've seen actually that. I've seen that.
Probably.
That what's it called? Instagram.
It's talk. You gotta talk.
Yeah. I mean, if
Clap
you
your face.
eat enough poppy seeds, you can just buzz it for.
Yeah, you can, can't you?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
That's insane. Is it just because the poppy seeds have like the chemicals?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
opium is derived from poppy seeds.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like I think the
But you can't get the effects at all.
No,
No,
matter
same
how
way
much
that,
you
for
take.
example, if you just chew on oats and
hemp, for
like
example.
seeds, you're not gonna get drunk. But
Yeah.
beer is derived from
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Or like hemp. Hemp is
Like the hemp rice they give in Pritchard. That's
No,
marijuana.
doesn't hemp just look like weed? But
No,
No, it's the same.
It is
Actually,
same family.
I'll tell you what. I did some research on it. Right, it's the same
Of course
plant,
it is.
but it's like the marijuana thing. It's like they actually like I don't know. The plant is slightly different, but it's the same. It's the same
So
species.
So it's the same plant, but the marijuana plant contains THC.
Yeah,
Hemp doesn't.
maybe it's like selectively bred.
And THC is what makes.
Mm.
No, it's actually not. Hemp is really old and really popular.
No, I'm saying marijuana. I think it might be.
No,
selective.
marijuana actually is also really old. Actually, speaking of which, there's
Oh.
an Indian god called Shiva who is known for smoking weed. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So
Wow, why don't
they?
they teach me that at school?
I don't think he smokes weed. I think he's more
Because then you would be too dope.
two edibles. Yeah.
Sar is
Yeah,
So actually, yeah. So weed is a big part of Indian culture.
nice.
respect. Ganja.
Ganja, yeah. So edibles were very popular.
Makes sense. No, Iran's just obsessed with opium. Like we literally had our first constitution and constitutional monarchy because of opium.
Wow.
Yeah.
We were like,
Imagine
yeah.
making a set of rules just like, oh,
Yeah, like
yeah.
the British bro, like were trying to get the rights to the opium, and the king was giving it away. And then some, of course, mullah was like, "Oh no, we have to nationalize opium." And that's when we had our first constitution, mate.
I mean, yeah, opium was freaking crazy. It's like
We had a war with it.
yeah, the British they grew opium in India or something.
Yeah,
British
yeah.
India. They just took it to China and they just sold it for like spices and like random shit like that. You know?
Actually, were we having this discussion the other day about rice?
Rice is nice.
The rice exports in the world?
Oh yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
About like how the countries, like certain countries in Southeast Asia,
Yeah.
and their rice exports. And Sean Bonner McGrath saying,
So I think
Yeah.
I searched. I think India is number one. And is
Oh, is it?
China, I believe. Yeah.
Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand's up there. Vietnam's up
you
there.
know, has to be.
Thai rice is always the cheapest for schools.
Yeah. And it's also the most common, I think.
Yeah, India is the largest exporter of rice.
Yeah. I think by a huge margin as well. I think it's 16.
India was the second largest exporter.
Oh,
And then
Yeah, by a huge margin. Yeah, by a margin of like 12 million metric tons.
who
Yeah.
is number one?
India.
no, we were like number 5 about 10 years ago. I think. They fucking
And yeah, I mean, again,
Nice.
Indian, like the Indian overall like industry and economy is really growing.
Yeah.
It's very agrarian still.
I mean, of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like still
Yo,
based on.
it's
I
like
think-
we just rubber band between so many different topics on this podcast. It's like
That's every continent.
it's like
It's
you don't know what
just a
actually want.
conversation, right?
Yeah, I don't think
what-
we're gonna put us on Spotify.
What is the most grown thing in India? Is it just rice?
Rice is really.
It's probably tech support people.
We are a tech support exporting country.
Yo, I'm Indian, so I can say that. Just for a
No,
podcast.
you isn't. There's no way for them to find out.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
you're
that's
not.
right.
Yeah, you can just say like even I can say I'm Indian, and they're not gonna find
No,
out.
you all know one's Mexican here.
I am not fucking Mexican.
Nosotros.
God said.
Nosotros.
Nosotros.
I don't know why Kai gets so caught up on that.
Yeah.
No, it's a Latino thing. He's also over exaggerates.
He isn't Latino.
He is. He grew up in Mexico.
Yeah, but he isn't like.
Culturally.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's
still
I'm
used
also
also
not,
for
although I was
process.
only there for a year. Like he grew up almost his entire life there.
Yeah, but like I grew up most of my life in Indonesia, right? But that's maybe Indonesian.
Yeah, but you relate a lot.
Actually,
to the
kind of
culture.
jealous though to an extent.
It does. Like, am I not Canadian then?
Yeah, I mean,
Most of
it's
my
like,
life
it's like a dual identity.
Well, you're Canadian citizen, right?
Yeah,
So
But it's not just that. It's like,
yeah, but like it's also I've just spent most of my time here. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, but it's not based on my citizenship.
fair enough. Yeah.
Like for Kai, it's just because he's grown there so much, he's acquainted with the culture. Part of the culture of Latin America is getting mad at Spain.
Okay, wait. I have a question about
Fair enough.
Slightly,
Yeah,
slightly.
fair enough madness, to be honest.
Yeah,
like when somebody says you're not a true Latin American, right? How do you define a true Latin? Are like Latin people just not existent?
just
anymore?
born and grew up there. That's it.
I think Latin America is all of South America, is it?
Latin
Central
America,
South
Portugal?
yeah, Central and South.
Sorry,
No.
including Brazil, yeah.
Wasn't there controversy?
Portuguese, so
where,
the Latin.
Yeah,
right.
Portuguese.
wasn't there controversy when Rosalia won an award for Latino music?
Where's she from? Where was it?
Rosalia is, I think, Spanish.
Yo, let's
If they're
get some
from- if
fact
they're
checking
from-
for you.
Eurovision thingy?
If they're
No,
from,
Rosalia.
if they're
I
from,
don't know.
if they're from Spain, then that could be that is gonna rise controversy.
She's Spanish and she won.
Why exactly?
And she makes like a
It's
lot
just
of.
because when you say Latino or Latina or Latino
Yeah.
community, it's South America, Central America. But Spain has its own culture in Europe.
I guess.
And I mean, and then there is a lot with things like lisps, language, and stuff like that. Like it is
like
really
vosotros,
different.
you know.
Yeah, like vosotros.
Yeah. It's similar to like I think how British English and
Right.
Canadian
Australian.
I think
Canadian,
vosotros is
American.
like, it's kind of like the word D. Like D.
But like V as in
Yeah,
V, THC.
Right.
Well,
as
it's
in-
double A.
yeah, it's just fancy you, which is what the
It's not even just you. It's also like, it's more like yo.
I think, I mean, not like
No,
the
the
thing
y'all
is,
went from
V was supposed like,
Yeah, but like-
V isn't fancy.
It's
V
you.
was just how you talk to someone in singular you.
yeah,
It's just that for the sake of like easing things out,
yeah.
V disappeared over time and you remained because you was the fancier version.
Oh,
It was
really?
more respectable to call people plural, which is you, than calling someone V.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then,
it's-
yeah, but then it had the reverse effect because then you become
And now
so
no one
common.
really uses
But yeah, but then now when you say the, it sounds fancy.
But it's still a thing in many languages, like in Hindi, for example. There's like you, which means tum, and
Yeah.
there's up, which is you,
formal.
but it's like respectfully.
yeah,
Is it different from the plural version of you?
Actually, is it?
It is. It's tumlo.
Actually, yeah.
Tumlo is you all.
but the thing is that then it gets
I don't know.
confusing in Spanish because you have tu, which is just you, but
Yeah,
then also
then
have
again-
usted, which is also another,
Yeah.
which also that's used for fancy. It's just vosotros is a weird one. It's like
I mean,
Only for Spain.
And
it's only used really in Spain.
Right.
It's
I think-
not really used anywhere else.
I think English is like fundamentally as a language also pretty shit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, every language is.
It's just because
Let's be
one
honest.
thing can mean many different things, and
Yeah.
it's like it's very unnecessarily complex as a language.
Yeah,
Like
precisely.
yeah,
It's
like no,
They
yeah,
are much more complex language.
like no, yeah is different from yeah, no,
Yeah, but that's not the language. That's just the intonation that it's become.
no, but
There's also like differences between different regions of the world. For example, in Canada, you would say socialized healthcare, but in America, you would say what?
Oh my gosh! Hold on, I just got an email from the Purcell elevator. Hello, Juan. I hope your last few classes have gone well. There has been repeated vandalism on the elevator, which you may have noticed with the missing call button on the first floor. The button has been stolen multiple times, and we can't replace it in a timely manner because the parts need to be ordered from Europe. If you have these parts,
Listen, crew.
if you have these
Oh.
parts or know where they are, please return them to the front desk.
What?
Should this behavior continue, we likely will not be able to have the elevator service the first floor for the remainder of the term.
Wait, can't they like just come and search rooms?
I mean,
Because I've checked, student housing doesn't fall under the Residential Tenancy Act.
uh-oh.
No.
Well, maybe they want to keep that hidden.
Like that's like the like if you go in the BC I forgot the BC housing website. I don't remember exactly what it was. Like there's a few like frequently asked questions, and one of them is what type of housing doesn't fall under the RTA, and one of the biggest ones student housing.
At UBC.
I guess we should, like let's
Yeah, we
just
should blank that.
for the fun of it, we should just give a bit of context.
Oh, right,
like,
yeah.
what's
So
actually
basically,
going on.
our building is a bunch of thieves, and people have been stealing the lift button. They have a weird obsession with the lift button.
Yeah,
and panels.
Only the first floor. No other floor.
someone
They're
basically
really
just
obsessed with the first floor one.
Bruh.
And it's disappeared for like what, the past 2 months?
it's still recording.
Yeah.
For the past 2 to 3
fucking
months, there's just been no lift button on the first floor.
It's stupid. Why would you do that? Like, why do you gain? What do you gain from stealing a fucking elevator button?
A lift button. Like, yes, button.
Elevator, lift, same.
Bruh.
It is. I don't get it. Okay, like, if you're building elevators,
Right.
the first thing I would do, personally, all right, is keep a bunch of spare parts
True. Yeah.
in
I
case
guess-
something goes wrong.
I mean, to
I
be
think they may
fair,
already have ordered enough
No.
spare parts, but everyone is still on it.
no. Here's the thing, right? This was actually broken before, and they did replace it. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then it happened again.
Yeah.
Very like I think 2 days later.
No, what happens is that they put the buttons back in, because no, but okay. Well, the first watch issue is the button wasn't. It's not that the button wasn't working. Is that
It's
like
just punched
the plate was just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The button and plate was gone. So when they put the button back with the plate, it was only screwed in on the bottom, and the top was like hanging because it
Yeah.
wasn't screwed on right. So it like easily could be damaged,
Yeah.
as well as like the wires could easily come out. So I'm pretty sure someone literally just unscrewed it and took the entire thing.
Like and again, all I don't understand is how and why this entire campus has no cameras on inside of buildings.
I don't get it.
And
Yeah.
you have it on the outside, which serves no purpose. Have you looked at a security camera footage?
No,
It's like 5 by 5 pixels.
and it's pointed nowhere.
Yeah, you see no faces, you see nothing, no details that you want for like
Wait,
insurance
can you
coverage.
see the camera footage?
Not here, but like, have you ever seen those? Like they're not
Like
high quality
CCTV
at
cameras?
all. Yeah, they're
Oh,
not high
yeah.
quality at all. And then instead of
like-
putting them there on the inside, where you at least see some facial details,
Yeah.
you put it on the top of a 6-story building. What does that achieve?
I think the
Nothing.
only thing it achieves is if you even can see is like a license plate, but that's it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the,
Like
that's
you
the
think
only
the
thing.
Jeep that was running over the guys, that you think he had any chance of seeing the license plate on that?
Let's get a bit of context for that as well.
So the context for that is a couple of the boys were going back after whose birthday?
Uh,
Was it yours?
Ray's, no, it was
That
Ray's
was Ray's,
birthday.
oh,
yeah.
And then, like, as they were walking onto the grass field, totally off the like road, this jeep just goes into the
Yeah.
field and starts like doing donuts and trying to
Run
like
them
basically, yeah. It seemed like they were trying to run
The
the ball.
tracks are still there.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tracks.
Wow.
Even after the
Nothing was
grass
done about
growing.
And there's this some fucking idiot who revs his engine at 1 in the morning.
That's every
Wow.
once in a
Did
while.
you guys
That's-
report it?
Everyone's
Did you guys report it?
I don't think
for the revving or for the
Yeah,
for
the
the
fucking
almost
truck
hits?
that just span around.
Yeah, I think they reported.
No, they didn't.
did it.
They,
What the fuck?
I don't know why
they,
they
they took way too long and like they just none of them
You should go
wanted
there
Wow.
immediately. You should go like within 10 minutes.
Like, I understand not doing it the same day because it was late. They were tired, but I don't understand why they didn't do it the next day.
Laziness.
Laziness.
That's kind of messed up.
It was Kai.
That's how
Avi.
criminals thrive.
You're just throwing the names out there. man.
What is that offensive?
No, you need the permission.
For
It's their
what?
first names. How are they gonna know?
So
It doesn't matter.
Avi Sharma and Kai.
Okay, now you.
Now we have to cut that out.
To be
You
fair,
want
that's
to
like.
mention his social insurance number as well?
Yeah, at that point.
To be fair, that name you just mentioned is the equivalent of John Smith.
True.
I mean, my name is basically
Also, like
John Smith.
equivalent to someone
I mean-
who's highly racist.
Other than Smith.
Robert E. Lee,
Oh, who is that?
the leader,
Yeah,
our
just-
leader of the Confederacy.
Oh,
There's a
man.
bubble outside. I saw a bubble float. I think some people are blowing bubbles up.
Yeah, it's called the UBC. We're a bunch of safe spaces.
Do they have desert decorating tonight?
Desert.
Desert.
No.
Dessert.
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 Oh, yeah, I always mess up pronunciation.
Yeah.
Prepare for global warming. Let's just
That's much.
The Kelowna region is becoming a desert again. Get your salamanders out.
Yeah, that's right.
Bruh. Fuck, you know.
Don't you have work to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like essay to write that's due tomorrow.
There's always work to be done.
I'm gonna email the prof for an extension.
Actually,
Yeah, he said if you want an extension, email me.
and why not?
I don't have like anything to do.
That guy's great, man. If you ever take English, what's his name? Brandon Taylor. Really good prof.
You
Brandon.
know the Millennium Dawn for Hoi 4?
Hearts of Iron 4.
Yeah. You can like randomize country ideologies, right?
Wow.
It's in Muslim Germany.
Muslim Germany.
That's it. Well, I think Funny will be Jewish Germany in 1940.
Oh yeah, the thing is in like if you like the weird AI in Hearts of Iron 4,
Huh?
in 1939 to 45, sometimes what happens it says Israel wants to join the Axis. And then like for example German
Together we stand.
accepts Israel into the Axis.
And then it says like, together we stand victorious.
Yeah. It's like hilarious. Yeah, well, that totally happened, right?
Of course.
Yeah, Hearts of Iron is like a World War II game. It's like it's really funny because like the mod Millennium Dawn, you can play as the Vatican City and you can go Islamic. Yeah, it's hilarious.
What?
Islamic Vatican City. All right, looks like we have a new contender to our podcast.
Oh, God. We're recording the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a
we
podcast right now, man.
Described it.
Grab a seat and join in.
What was the name you proposed to the podcast?
That was
Milkshake
it.
mug.
Milkshake and mug.
No chicken
You
mug.
said a form of cup.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because I was milkshake. I remember the.
The classic Canadian.
Yo, grab a seat.
I just fucking forgot. Okay.
Is it like something from Mexico?
I'm gonna beat you guys one day. Like I swear to God.
Dude, you know how many times have we called an Arab? Yeah, totally Bobby.
Why? Whereas I could call you Colombian.
Colombia.
Colombia.
That is more
I mean,
personal.
it's closer than Mexico.
It is closer, but
More
it's
personal?
yeah, but it's because it's like if we're saying like Chinese and Japanese, like
Right.
they have, like they may have similarities, but they're still pretty different.
Yeah, I guess like it would be funny. Like, yeah, it is a funny thing for Colombian because like the most stereotypical Latin country that comes to mind is probably Mexico for Americans.
Yeah.
And like for you to go out of your way to find out a detailed name, but it's
Yeah.
wrong, it's like hilarious. Like if you like find someone with an Asian background, so are you from like Brunei or Sri Lanka? It's like totally off.
Somewhere super specific.
Yeah, very like certain province.
And
from
the
Brunei.
worst part is that like Venezuelan culture and Colombian culture are actually very mixed. Like they both have arepas. They both make arepas. Now, which
Similar.
one's the country of origin? I've been told is Venezuela, but I may be biased. As he sings a Mexican song,
Yeah.
El Cucaracha.
No, but actually, like, what are the cultural differences? Like on a grand scheme of things, how different is Venezuela and Colombia?
I can't be the person to
Except
explain
for the
this.
I mean, probably as different as, let's say, India and Pakistan, right?
I mean, yeah, but that's a religious difference. I think
yeah, that's the thing,
That's
right?
a little conflict.
my point is,
No,
I feel like
that's what I'm trying to say. Apart from the religion, like the way that people behave, everything, like the two countries are pretty similar. I mean, obviously, they were the same country like 60 years ago.
I guess.
that's right.
But
But I would argue,
same with Colombia and Venezuela. They used to be the same.
yeah, Grand Colombia,
Grand Colombia.
bigger Colombia.
So the country, well, like people naturally be very similar.
Here we go. What is the difference between Colombia and Venezuela? By Quora.
Yo, shout out to my man Philip Hayes Salazar.
Salazar from a year ago.
Some guy from Lithuania answers.
Like, Quora's messed up because like sometimes I can just go there and like I'm like a Harvard professor and answer like questions. So stupid.
Oh, this is a big one actually. So Venezuela, due to its location, so if you think of the map, like Panama connects to Colombia,
Yeah.
but like right there is the cutoff between Colombia and Venezuela. So Venezuela gets like the entire Caribbean. Colombia doesn't get really much of anything.
Yikes.
So a lot of the Caribbean culture affects Venezuela, while Colombia is more affected by the Andean region, like the mountains, because
Right.
they're more on the west.
Gotcha.
Let's see what else?
So like Colombia has sort of a Croatia situation with the sea.
no, they're still by the sea.
All right.
They're just not in the Caribbean Sea.
Croatia's
You're on the
like
west,
map.
right? So it's like they get the
They get the Pacific.
Yeah.
because like with like
Galapagos
China,
Island, just
No, that's Ecuador.
like with the maps, it looks like Croatia goes out of its way to cut off like Slovenia out of getting any access to the ocean.
So we go from talking about the UBC and its lift routes to
Okay, so
Actually, I have a fun question for you guys.
Sure.
With which country do France share the longest border with?
oh, I've heard of this one.
Belgium.
no, it's not Belgium. It's actually
Wait, right? It's
it's some
supposed to be a trick
it's
question.
something off land.
I know the answer, but I'm not gonna say it. I'll wait for you guys.
It's an island.
Brazil.
It is
It
Brazil.
is Brazil.
Yep, with the
They
French
have an
Guiana.
island called. I think they have.
It's not island. It's the French Guiana.
French Guiana.
It's just
Oh right, yeah, it is. But like, it's still technically
Because
a form of
the
colony.
like you would think it's you would think it's Spain, right? But the reason it's not Spain is because Andorra actually cuts it halfway, so it doesn't actually have the longest border.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so I think it's 800 kilometers. And yeah,
Nice place.
I've
French
never been there. Can you fly there without a? If you fly to the French
It's in the EU.
so it counts as a domestic flight from France.
I don't know if it's.
It is a domestic flight.
I mean, yeah, but function.
Okay.
Really? For real?
Yeah, I know. I know France is one island off the coast of Africa, right?
Yeah.
And flying there is like an 8 to 10 hour flight.
Reunion.
Domestic. Yeah.
Arena, and it's considered a domestic flight.
Bruh,
It's
that's
French-
hilarious.
French
Yeah.
territory.
A lot of French people go to Guyana for vacation.
So like for
Yeah.
example, if you get a Schengen visa,
Yeah, you can
You
go
go
there.
to French
I
Guiana?
believe. I think it's EU. So it's like the only EU country.
I mean again, because it isn't a country, it's a department.
Yeah, I guess.
Apparently, so it should be part of the bigger.
I saw
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, it's an integral part of the French Republic.
Yeah, and the head government is the French government.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a domestic flight.
I saw this funny map where it was like South America, and it was like how many Eiffel Towers are in this country, and it was like French Guiana 1, and everything else 0.
I actually just found something else while reading this quarter thing, and I actually do think this is sort of true. Well, at least I don't know about the Colombian side, but I definitely agree with the Venezuelan side. So it says the Colombians culturally are more hardworking, down to earth, perhaps even somber, reserved, well-spoken, conservative, religious, polite, and friendly, whereas Venezuelans are more lively, more festive, more talkative, and outgoing, and they speak louder and faster, more exuberant.
This is like what you want.
It just describes me.
100%.
I guess if you go to temperament, it's like already you've skipped over like cultural and like
Yeah.
linguistic and like I don't know, like food kind of things.
What
right?
do you
It's
mean?
like-
When if you go to like,
Means you like
it just seems like
missing the big topics, right? Which means they're already similar.
yeah, they're already
Yeah.
very similar to begin with, and it's like the differences are very micro.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, well, the thing is that like because of its history, I'm assuming
Yeah.
like food,
They
food-
were.
as well. Like so, is one the history and two the landforms are just so similar.
yeah,
Like
geography makes
geography.
huge-
They have like almost the same. They both have access to like huge mountain ranges, plains, ocean. Like they're very similar
Yeah.
geography wise. So they're not going to be much different.
Similar, I think, let's say like Australia and New Zealand. In my head, they're the same country.
Well, okay. Watch out when you say that, because you get an Australia or New Zealand or
Actually,
Chile, they make it
At
bad.
least Kiwis will not let you.
Yeah, Kiwis will not get happy
I
with
mean,
it.
at least Vade acknowledges that New Zealand is a thing because half the time the world map doesn't include New Zealand. It's just cropped
Yeah.
out.
What? No. What?
It's
It
true
is.
because it's like it's
It's
just
not maps just cropped out.
Nah, New
They
Zealand is
forgot
all-
it
New
exists.
Zealand is
I have never
There
seen.
was like a promo video which the PM Justin Ardern did. It was like she was like finding the map. She was like finding New Zealand on a map, and it was like a whole skit.
Right.
Yeah. The French is crazy, man. I think till about 2000, if you were born in a certain town in India, you could either your choice between an Indian citizenship or French citizenship.
Yeah. And a portion of like it was a very small part that was colonized.
Yeah.
As part of France. Dude, like there were so many areas like so randomly, and then they're like colonized.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Countries.
You know what happened? We met this old couple in an airport, right?
Yeah.
They were like, we're kind of clueless. And you guys also look brown, so we're going to ask you some questions in Hong Kong. And then she's like, yeah, sure, we'll help you. So helping them, this is where you go with immigration and stuff. And she's like, oh, this is my passport. Is this right? Look at passport. And it's French passport. We're like, oh, you're French? Like, now it's born in Pondicherry, right? Which is crazy because she's a French citizen, but she doesn't speak a word of French, has nothing to do with the culture, nothing at all.
Colonialism. Like
Yeah.
I think that was also the case if you were born in Hong Kong, you get it like very citizenship.
Yeah.
Until before the PRC.
Even now, I think, because they gave you like, I think it's a new status.
They changed it. Like, and actually, like they changed it in around, I think 2020, where after a certain year, if you're born, you do not
Oh
qualify.
yeah. But I'm saying because like the protest or something, it was like you could actually get refugee status. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it's just crazy. Like how like small areas have European influence far off the coast of Europe.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's interesting like the reasons that these countries do it, because like Portugal had a colony in India, Goa, right? And it was like they offered citizenship to people off Goa.
Yeah.
But then the reasons are quite interesting because Portugal was not a very super stable country back then. And it was like the thing is, India wanted to like incorporate Portugal, and like the Portuguese did not want to return that area back to India, right?
Yeah.
So India did like a military operation, and so then the only reason remember the people in Goa were not Portuguese citizens.
Yeah.
And like the only reason they extended that citizenship was out of spite that the fact that they lost that land.
Yeah.
So it was like, screw we got the land, but at least you know what, we give citizenship to the people.
Yeah, like
People take it though?
I mean, it's a good deal, right? Portuguese citizenship.
I mean, the three main, like I know Pondicherry is French, like they were colonized by French. Goa was Portuguese, and there's one more which is Dutch, right?
I don't know. I don't think the Dutch really had any.
No, I think Dutch were actually the first ones.
Yeah, but they lost it. It got incorporated because like there was a war. Remember? I think it
Yeah.
was Napoleonic Wars. I can't remember because the Dutch also had South Africa, but then the British just took over and they never gave it back. So they gave back.
Foreign and Bengal have Dutch influence.
I guess, but it's minor. But I mean, what's interesting is no one really.
Again, it was like in the 1600s.
True.
No, but what's really interesting is Oman, Muscat and Oman. They actually had a colony in Pakistan,
Really?
in modern day Pakistan. They had like a tiny coastal thing.
Like get territorial challenge. Like I think until the 1960s, or even into the 70s, Bahrain was part of Iran.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, but like they divided separate themselves.
What's Bahrain's economy? Like,
I mean, the thing
what's
is,
the major export? How to make money?
Is this going to be a geopolitics kind of oriented podcast?
I mean, I don't mind
It's
talking about it.
Maybe we can talk about everything.
it's all around.
I guess we're just finding our.
We're just talking about whatever
I think
comes
this-
to mind.
I think the best way to describe the podcast is just a bunch of friends having a conversation.
Petroleum production and refining accounts for more than 60%.
Yeah, because I mean, like, that's the whole point is that we have the weirdest fucking conversation.
Yeah, it's like we just pretend like this is like this recording is
Is
this is not even there.
Yeah, so like let's not bring Avi here because then we're
Please
gonna,
no.
Yeah.
Also, we need to
Some we're gonna say, get
We're
some
gonna
like
have to time to a chair, and then like we just like, hey, Avi, you can say one word, but if you say something wrong, we're cutting it out. Help!
He just says hello and then we just censor that as well.
it should be a running gag in the thing where everything Avi says just send
So
That's
Avi,
not what he said.
we,
so when I get
we,
food, beep, beep, beep.
we could definitely do that, but we need to just like record his audio only,
Yeah.
and then just beep everything he says.
right, so I guess we just need to explain that Avi is just a guy in our group, and since we DDoSed him, Avi Sharma, we'll give his residence address podcast. But the point is, he's probably one of the more how would you say this?
Controversial.
Racially aware.
Yeah. The guy, like again, he really likes to. He's sort of an
He
internationalist.
has no filters.
No, he's sort of an internationalist. He likes to be included in all cultures, and that's why he goes out of his way to use every single word in the dictionary that starts with
Colorful
Yeah.
vocabulary.
yes.
What about Sar?
Sar is just an interesting person.
He's again, his situation is very different, as he himself said.
I mean,
it's too complex. For him, everything is too complex.
It's more like intention versus.
Yeah, like
Unintentional.
Sar doesn't have
And I guess that's the opposite of Avi.
Yeah, but the thing is, Avi knows it's a joke. Sar doesn't.
That's quite intentionality. It's like the opposite.
Can we get like 7 proper podcast mics one?
You don't want
Seven?
What the fuck are you
No, you don't need 7.
No,
You just need
you
one.
literally just need one.
Honestly,
Yeah,
yeah.
like just
one
one
for
here.
everything,
You just need one, and then I'll have like headphones on.
Or just like one track, one.
What would make it really interesting?
No,
is-
what we could do at that point is have everyone record their own audio, but do it via like a Discord call or something.
yeah, that's a bit low budget. It would be really funny if we
It's
sound
not
like.
like we're not like Joe Rogan, man.
What do you mean, man? We need to get this to grow. We're going to be the next biggest podcast.
The issue with why camera? No,
I mean-
not a camera.
The issue with
Literally all-
podcasts.
No, it's just audio.
really.
I mean, a lot
Some
of
do
podcasts
it,
have videos,
but
and I guess it adds. But
No.
Yeah, but again, like for example, the only ones that I know that they have actual production quality.
I mean, what are the podcasts you know? Name 5 podcasts off the top of your head.
Tiny Meats Gang, Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro.
How many of them have video on?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
Exactly. I
Yet
guess,
again, they also make millions of dollars a year, man.
I know. It adds production value. That's what I'm saying.
I think we just start out with audio only and then
Yeah,
we post audio.
But I mean, it wouldn't hurt too much to have a camera.
the
Well,
thing
okay, what you can do is have a Zoom system for the audio so that way it's good and just set up a camera just for it to record.
Okay,
us.
so that is like when over the summer, over the 4 months, we gotta record something, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
So that's when we get our own mics, record our own devices.
Sure. Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
right. Yeah, we can do
Because
like
the
a
thing
Zoom.
is with like podcasts, right? Like talking about growth, podcasts are like the hardest form of media to grow.
Of course, but
Usually, people who are big on podcasts had a following before that.
it's not about growth. Like
And this is a fun project. I'm just like saying Ray mentioned.
we talk
growth.
anyway, so might as well just record.
That's right.
Might as well monetize it.
Yeah.
So same
And
head.
then we're gonna take the money we make off this, put in a Roth IRA, get a tax system.
Because when I die, it better be fucking monetized.
The 20 cents we make out of this, we can use that to invest.
Absolutely, I'm gonna buy Tesla.
Ray,
Yo.
it might count for a lot of
Oh,
Somalia.
0.01%.
0.00000.
I will be using like 20 cents to go to Somalia and buy a plot of land.
And this is where we throw a shoe at Sean.
Grab
Oh,
this
yeah.
water.
The new segment, throwing shoes at each other.
Oh, we throw short of a building. And it's the audience like,
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh! Can,
NCO it?
can we just do like where we're talking, we say something like that, and then like we cut the sound to like some Foley project or something. We record it like beforehand. It just sounds like we actually threw someone off the building.
Yes, we can do
Like it's like fucking shots. Where you going with the microphone? Oh, guys, help!
I mean,
Oh.
the next time Ray's throwing somebody off a building, you can just go record with them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's true.
I mean, I haven't thrown anyone off a building this term yet.
Not yet?
I haven't been pissed
Why?
off.
Wow.
I don't know.
Respect, man.
Maybe I'll do it in Skino or something.
I thought you've been doing it, Skino. Where have you been doing it?
I can't tell you because then you would find the bodies.
Yeah, fair
I'm afraid that's a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Well, at least-
Legally, yeah, I think that compromising your study permit.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you would do that Skino because you don't like
it's
Skino.
study permit.
Yeah, I think on the behind of your study permit it says please do not throw people off buildings.
Off Skina. Off Skina.
Unless Skino.
Unless it excludes, but like there was this like court case in the Supreme Court that like put a on it, like even Skina is a bit sketchy.
Oh, yeah.
Sense. Yeah, because we know objectively people who live in Skina have a lower value of life.
Skino has residence in the UBCO.
Yes.
Which we are not in the UBCO.
Yeah, we're not.
We're
I
at
personally live in
UBCV.
Harvard.
Yeah, we're at Harvard. We're at Harvard.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
I live in
MIT
Harvard.
actually, so.
Yeah, I'm in Boston.
Oh,
Same
yeah,
here.
same thing.
We're in Boston Dynamics.
I'm
Boston.
from the University
Boston.
of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
Mr. Ja.
Actually, I heard Ethiopian Airlines is quite good.
They're really good.
Yeah, they're
What's the ranking for University of Addis Ababa? Just out of curiosity.
Addis
Yo, let's get a fact-checking number. It's like a real
5
podcast.
different sources. What's it called?
Definitely not Joe Rogan's.
What's it called?
University of Addis Ababa.
517.
Oh, in the world.
Addis Ababa.
That's not bad.
It's not-
Addis Ababa.
I think they're higher than
Addis,
SFU.
ADDIS. ABBABO.
Yeah.
Yeah,
SFU,
exactly.
I think 600 or something.
No fucking way SFU is 600.
San Francisco University.
571.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
dude,
490.
According to US News.
Yeah.
They're not too far off from SFU.
Isn't it?
That's not too bad.
Wait,
That's not bad.
All
I
right.
think they're higher than IIT.
no. SFU?
Huh? IIT is like 1,000 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Indian Institute of Technology.
Yeah. Because the way they measure it based on research, whereas
101st.
If I'm not mistaken,
You're off with your. with your
Yo, at this
statistics,
point,
man.
at this point, I
Real
can,
off.
at this point, I can join the Joe Rogan podcast.
Just spreading this information.
Jordan podcast.
Actually, if you guys didn't know,
Why the fuck? The best ranking for it is citations.
like research.
Oh.
That means
That's
like
like
how
really-
many researchers have cited.
Wait, no, but they
the
have
faculty.
a separate thing for research.
What
And
is
that
it?
one is actually really low. That's their lowest
No,
category.
it's how much research they have done,
And how much research is conducted using their information.
and how much research funding they have.
University of Addis
So
Ababa.
they have low funding, but a lot of people.
I love how like in an Iranian university had like the Sharif Institute of Technology. It has like 97% in citation per faculty. And like it brings it very high, but then international student drops it immediately because no one wants to go to Europe.
What is the highest ranked university?
I don't know. I guess the reason
In the
Addis
world?
Ababa came
Harvard or something.
Oxford or Harvard.
It's Oxford.
It's Oxford.
Actually, it might not be that anymore. I've heard of like the Swiss universities.
ETH?
Although I find like
It's higher, right?
university rankings kind of meh.
It is, man. It's always,
Because
man.
because they're based on research fundings.
Yeah.
Which if you're undergrad doesn't really matter.
Not to mention, it's like a lot of universities in Europe, except for Oxford and Cambridge, like they're very much based on work. Like
Yeah.
they're made to train workers, not
What's
Same
number
with,
one?
same with IT.
Everyone is
right?
Oxford,
Yeah.
at least on this
Actually,
website.
most of the top
Oh, I thought it was
CEOs,
Cambridge.
CEOs of
Yeah.
tech companies, Sundar Pichai,
Yeah.
something all IT graduates, right? But the reason why IT is not as high is because they're fundamentally made for people who go to the workforce.
Yeah.
Then
Like for example,
research.
the TUM, the Technical University of Munich, right?
Mm.
It's pretty good university, but it's not anywhere close to the
Yeah.
higher rankings because again, it's not academia.
Dude, this university, my friend is going to go there. She's like, oh yeah, I never heard of this university. Okay,
Nothing
because that's me being stupid. I didn't know.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Another thing I'm thinking
It's
about
so
is
good,
like
man. They make a Le Mans car,
universities and like
like an all-electric Le Mans car.
you know, some are like more
Le
specific.
Mans
Like how would
24
you rank
hours.
that?
I'll show you the car.
Guys, I think we should not speak like fragmented.
Yeah.
We should kind of like just trying to like mush it all together, you know?
It does, especially considering that people speaking different topics.
Yeah, it doesn't really work.
Look at the car.
So,
It's insane. They designed that.
what do you?
What was the topic?
I was gonna say that like another thing that's hard for ranking universities is there's certain universities that are just specific in one field. Like if it's a university specific in the arts or specific in sciences, like
Or technical? Yeah.
like what the like you can't
Almost-
really rank that
yeah.
compared to one that's doing
Actually,
like
Like
all.
almost all institutes of technology, they're only based in engineering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a person who did creative writing.
And like
I know.
even the MIT isn't ranked that high.
It's an institute of technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, if you go by field, it would be a different rank.
Like for example, for computer science, MIT is not always number one for like the past 15 years or something. But like if you go for general ranking
Same with Waterloo, right? They're really high
for computer science,
But
actually
everything-
they're lower than UBC now.
really.
Yeah, they dropped.
How?
Hell yeah! Come on, UBC. Actually, no, we're in Harvard. Yeah.
You know, just mention a random Canadian university.
Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa.
I guess it left a bit of a thing because I saw like a meme where it was like this African university. No, African university.
It's very general.
You know, but it was like
It's like town?
proving that gay is wrong with magnets.
What?
Proving that gay is wrong with
Wrong with
magnets.
magnets.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was
How
crazy.
the fuck does that even make any
Okay,
sense?
this has not been fact checked or anything.
But we're not
Look up Scholar
approving it.
Google. Google Scholar.
I mean, it is really interesting.
Gay
It's
is
like,
wrong.
how do actual podcasts manage to have real figures, right? It's like we're just spitting them out just like that,
Yeah. I mean, again, they usually have a plan.
having a plan.
Well, they have a plan of like just a course of discussion, but then they just leave it like they have topics.
Here's the
that's it.
thing.
What's
that's
it?
not-
We've been going for like 40 minutes, and like some podcasts are like 4 hours long. So that's it.
Fucking hell.
Anyways, let's change the topic. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate. Without a doubt.
What's the one that's peanut butter but chocolate? I think it's Rocky Road.
Rocky Road. I don't think it's
Rocky Road?
butter.
No.
What is the
Reese's ice cream?
well like the thing is that it doesn't really have a name,
Is
but
it a half-baked one from Ben Jerry's?
no, but it's like the one similar to the one that I had at Dairy Queen, which was like yeah, it was like Reese's Pieces,
Which is
but
gone out of
with-
the kindness of my heart.
Yes, thank you.
Literally Rocky Road.
Not because I lost the bet.
Yeah, but that's Rocky
You wanna
Road.
comment for
That
us?
What is
Rocky
it was
Road is
charity.
without marshmallow.
I'm doing charity.
Rocky Road ice cream?
You know how expensive that was?
I don't think Rocky Road has.
So chocolate flavored ice cream
Small.
Again, let's try not to fragment our conversations.
Yeah.
with nuts and marshmallows. Oh well, no, it's not Rocky Road then. What is?
Rocky Road.
I don't know what to call it. A lot
Isn't
of
it just called peanut butter and
I
chocolate?
think it's.
peanut butter and chocolate ice cream.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good. It's a classic, but it's very good.
Yeah, it is. It's
Wow.
very good. A lot of people love Rocky Road. That's like the most famous ice
What
cream
about you?
flavor.
Have you
I
guys
think.
tried Moose Tracks or something like that?
Moose tracks?
Moose Tracks.
Describe it.
Oh,
It might be
It is mint chocolate ice cream with chocolate chips and chocolate fudge.
Oh,
when I was younger, I loved mint ice cream, but not anymore.
I love
It does taste like mouthwash, cold mouthwash.
it does.
It sort of gets like tiring, like you just get sick of it.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess it's because it always tastes the same, right? Like the peppermint flavoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's
just
no variety.
it's the peppermint flavor.
yeah. Chocolate is like a classic, but I would honestly cheesecake and ice cream classic.
Never heard
of
that.
Really, ice cream with cheesecake bits. Oh, it's so good.
Strawberry cheesecake ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite common.
It depends
that's
on the
pretty
season. If it's winter, I prefer a
Cheesecake Factory time?
Yeah, I've never been there. How is it?
Have you? I've been there once.
Are there any
It was
in Canada?
actually pretty good.
I don't think so.
No, I had. That's the thing is, I had it when I was in Texas.
Oh, there is.
Down in Canada.
What do they serve? Cheesecake?
Really? They
No,
have like
yeah, the closest is in Seattle.
They have 50 cheesecakes. Like
Also,
they have like
actually.
they have like I think one third or a quarter of the menu is just cheesecakes.
Their cheesecakes aren't good though.
What? No.
Yeah.
That's the one
No.
thing they're known for. It has to be good.
No, their cheesecakes are good. Yes, they are.
Like they're good for what they are, but if you go to like, I had the world's best cheesecake in cheesecake factory, nobody
Well,
takes it seriously.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We just
no
started
one's-
recording for
No,
40 minutes.
no one is saying the Cheesecake Factory
We were just talking.
gives the best cheesecake.
Yeah.
It's just they give good cheese.
It's
It's,
good,
just,
but-
it's just good.
I love how Cheesecake Factory has fish, seafood, and steaks.
Yeah, they do. No, it's
What the
fuck?
it's a full-on
Steak.
restaurant.
Oh, it's a snake.
Yeah, when me and my parents went there, we ate there, and then we're like, okay, wait, weren't we supposed to eat cheesecake? And then we like looked at the menu. Like here, if I look at the menu,
If you go to Vancouver,
right?
Uncle Tetsu's. Uncle Tetsu's is amazing.
Uncle Ted Sue's?
Yeah, it's a Japanese cheesecake. Cheesecake.
thought it
Oh, the
has some-
Japanese, man, they do it well always.
Dude, it's like they bake it fresh every 30
Like,
minutes,
look at this.
and they bake like 40 at a time, and it's amazing.
I don't think you're supposed to have cheesecake fresh, are you? You're supposed to like set it out or something.
It depends on what cheesecake you
I
have.
don't know.
So that one is like a proper baked cheesecake,
Oh,
but they're also just frozen cheesecakes where they don't bake it at
Lemon
all.
meringue cheesecake.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Uncle Tetsu's is amazing.
yeah. I guess I like cheesecake flavored ice cream
It's
as
like
well.
$10 per cake.
Oh my god, it's
Cookie
making me hungry. I love the lemon meringue.
But it's so heavy though with cheesecake. It's like you have it and it's
It
like
is.
you can only have one.
Yeah, but it's the best kind of cake.
It is true. It is the best.
Soup.
Yeah.
All this
Would
time I
you-
thought it was Ted Sue's. I was like, what the fuck?
Would you rather have an ice cream cake or a cheesecake?
Cheesecake any day.
Cheesecake.
Ice cream cake's so heavy, man.
I mean, cheesecake is heavy.
Mm.
I mean, it's literally just milk
It
fat.
feels because
Actually, no, that's ice cream.
it's whipped up, right?
It's far lighter.
Yeah, so it feels like it's a more moussier texture.
Yeah, the texture is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant. It's so rich.
Also, it could be because we just had so many ice cream cakes over the past year.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of them.
Because it's like the only thing.
Yeah,
It's
afford
not
it
the
now.
only thing. It's just we're too lazy to go anywhere.
Yeah,
But
It's not really dude, cakes get pretty expensive.
how much
That's
would you pay $40 for that?
For what?
For the ice cream cake and Dairy Queen?
What the f?
Yeah.
Why?
it's a
Oh,
good
yeah, but we
amount.
split
It's
it.
actually quite big.
Yeah, but if you go, you can get a decent cake for $40.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You can
Yes.
get a really good cake.
Also, the issue with an ice cream cake is the maintenance.
Maybe.
Like,
Yeah.
it can easily start melting and it's fucked.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that is so true.
But like cheesecake,
Honestly-
I mean, yeah, it's gonna rot after like a week.
When I was a kid, I was like always hyped for ice cream cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's because like you're like, ooh, ice cream, ooh, cake, and they're like best things together. But then like now it's like I'd rather have the cheesecake.
Yeah. It's a little like monkey brain, you know.
It is monkey brain. It really is.
Our palate has grown.
Absolutely.
Our palates has grown. As we grow older, our flavors change.
Yeah.
We grow more bitter
Your
taste.
tongue changes. Ask your mom if she likes it better.
Oh my
Ask your mom if she likes your tongue better. I don't know what kind of stuff you do.
That's like the thing that you mentioned. Dissing your own mother in the group chat. Man. Your voice go.
Oh, that was so.
You called at like 7 a.m. and I slept for like 3 hours. I was like, my brain wasn't working.
What was
My
that?
bad.
What did he say again?
He said,
Like, what did
he,
you say?
he went to say like go fuck your mother, feed.
Yeah, he said, go fuck your mother, Vane. He himself.
And then disconnects.
My brain was.
You want to exit?
We had to talk about. Well, it wasn't exit. We were talking about it for like a minute before we could talk about anything else.
Sweet home
'Cause-
Alabama.
My favorite.
Because we were like,
That's where I want to move in the States, Alabama.
Incest.
Alabama, where it's
'Cause
like
the
bleeding
thing-
hot.
Absolutely. Because the thing is, right, then I can fake a birth certificate in a family that has a girl, but not a child girl, but like a woman child. What the fuck?
Hold on, just say an age. Just say an age.
Like 20s.
Okay, there you go.
Right. Yeah. Then I can seduce and fuck said daughter, which technically by law would be my sister, although she's not actually my sister.
What?
What are you talking?
Bro, what is this complexion?
What is this crazy adventure you're
Basically,
going on?
he's trying to say the
I can
the steps.
fuck- yeah, I
he's
can
trying to do
fuck-
the step bro, step
Yeah, I
sis
can
thing.
achieve the stepsister fantasy without actually achieving
The steps of fantasy.
Back in my day, we just did incest normally. We never had this complicated stuff.
Hey, there was none of this convoluted bullshit. We just went right in.
One of my friends was writing a paper, like an article, on how incest isn't bad as long as you use a condom.
Oh man.
What the fuck?
If you have no morals.
Yeah, it was like the only moral situation that it has. The only dilemma is that the child is gonna be like.
I think like the worst dilemma in this is like,
otherwise, it's just awkwardness between you and your mother. I'm like, there's slight awkwardness.
there's this question, right? It's like if you're a girlfriend and your mother switched souls, right? So it's like,
Who would you fuck?
yeah, who would you fuck?
What?
Your
If
girlfriend,
your
and your
girlfriend and your mother
mother
switch souls, who would you fuck?
Oh, I'll kill myself.
I think I would as well, right? It's like,
I mean, you don't have to fuck them. Just
no, but if you
break
had
up
to,
with your girlfrend. Oh,
If you
like
had to.
But
you
not
had it
breaking
touch
up
your
with
head?
your mom or your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's very.
It's like there's no correct answer.
Yeah, I would also kill myself.
Exactly. Yeah. Welcome to the club.
No, but actually,
Just like there's no way. There's no way it
Nah.
makes any sense.
Nah.
Because either way, you're fucking your mother.
Or just fuck your dad.
Yeah, but that was
No,
the
double
option.
kill.
That was the third option no one mentioned. Come on, guys.
That was the Easter egg.
just do a cheeky Christian.
Oh,
Actually, that also brings a question. Would you fuck your dad to save your mom? Would you fuck your mom to save your dad?
What?
fuck my dad to save my mom.
Yeah?
100%. Without that was way too quick.
That was way,
100%.
yeah.
Actually, I think I would lean towards that as well because it's
Yeah.
not really like it's not
And you know,
exactly incest.
yeah, because like there is no, but like, and then there is no chance of reproduction.
Yeah, and it's like
And you know what the funny thing is? Like both of us lean towards that, and that seems like the more like lenient answer. While we're all straight, which means that we should be totally on the other end.
Yeah.
So
but
that
it's
means incest grosses us out more.
Then what? Wait, what? I zoned out of the conversation for a second.
We were saying, we went from like the first conversation was if your mother and girlfriend switched bodies, who would you fuck? And then the second question became, would you fuck your dad to save your mom, or would you fuck your mom to save your dad? To which both Ray and I said we would fuck our dad to save our mom.
and what would you pick?
Yeah, what would be like the option for you?
Wait, hold on. Which question?
Would you fuck your mom to save your dad, or would you fuck your dad to save your mom?
Fuck my dad.
Yeah, again, like it seems more lenient, although we're straight.
Yeah, I think it's just because you know you're not gonna fucking go into it and be like, oh, this is awkward. You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go in. I don't want to think about
because
it.
it's like lesser incest than like if it were biologically sound.
Yeah,
They're
it was
biological sound. Yeah.
Because like I don't know, like I feel like I want like the question that just popped up is like if like some people were gay, would they have the same answer?
But by that logic,
Or would it be like the other way? Would it
I
be
don't
more
think that's-
awkward to, because again, then you're attracted sexually genuinely to a man.
Well, I don't think it has to do anything with who you're attracted to, right?
I'll be
It's
back,
more-
boys.
Okay, alright. It's just more of like, yeah, I don't know.
Right? Because like I think an element that we rather fuck
Forget.
our father is because like you're like it's weird because you have a genuine attraction to that gender.
Yeah.
Now if the script is flipped, would it remain the same logic or not?
If you had a, I don't know.
That's what we're gonna ask for a survey. Go in the description and click on it.
Would you fuck
Yeah. And we are gonna destroy all your data after we're done with the study.
No.
And we're going to
No,
distribute
we didn't
it.
agree to that. We didn't agree to that.
Yeah, we're gonna instead find you and make you do it.
We're gonna distribute the data to
Who was calling and why did it end?
Okay. Whoa.
all right, we shall resume the podcast.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, just
your
had to
mother's
masturbate real quick.
You can get this yourself. I didn't get this.
Ping pong break.
Ping pong break, yeah, that's right. Yeah, no.
Okay, speaking of the title, milkshakes and moms, right? Is that what it is? There's actually no other podcast called this. We can actually do that.
Yo, we're gonna trade.
How did you know? Did you just find that? Or?
I googled milkshake and milk podcast and nothing showed up.
Yeah.
I think it was I think Juan thought of it
No.
first. Like
You know, well, we both did.
I'm gonna subscribe.
we went to
No, we thought of it because we were thinking of just like mugs. I forgot what it was.
no, we were filming in Braden's house, and then like I had a
Thank you, Ray.
I had a
Thanks, Ray.
milkshake, and then Braden brought out a coffee. I'm like, okay, milkshake and mug.
Well, I like to drink a lot.
I can see that. Before that, Juan has a YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Make
Oh,
sure
yeah,
you-
that's right.
You want to see my cringy YouTube videos from like 6 years ago?
Speaking of which,
Actually, what is my oldest YouTube
Isn't
video?
it the one where you're like commenting your play? Like there's a video of you talking?
TF2 gameplay commentary, 117 views.
oh,
You actually got views though.
Yeah, he's got
Dude,
views.
back in the day when I like
TF2
uploaded,
7 years
uploaded.
ago.
Uploaded.
Yeah, when I uploaded, like I would get like 5 views, and that was just me refreshing the page.
On incognito mode.
What?
On incognito mode, because that it doesn't know it's you.
No, it wasn't.
you know what's funny?
It was before I had discovered porn. I didn't know what it was.
If you do that like 300 times, it won't actually go up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because
After
like,
a certain point, you get IP locked. Yeah.
I think the most views I've had on YouTube is 1.1k.
oh wow.
I once paid to have 2K views, and I only got
I
1,200.
don't think you can legally say that.
Hmm?
I don't think you can legally say
I
that.
deleted the YouTube channel.
Oh,
Not to mention, I earned zero revenue from
I
it.
had a joint channel with a friend. One of his videos got 1 million.
Holy shit!
Really?
Nice.
Did you say what was it again?
Rig deep. It was a real steel gameplay.
Yeah.
It's clickbait.
1.3k.
You know,
Nice.
views don't matter. It's about the content. It's about the content.
Fuck that.
No,
Views
it's
matter.
about watch time, technically.
By the way, like, I was thinking of posting this podcast, like maybe my own YouTube channel, but then now it's like after the incest conversation, I'm like, you know what?
Maybe you have like your dad watches it. So you're telling me you're gonna fuck me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We can create a group channel for this.
I mean, I guess we're adults now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, man.
Or this
If I want to fuck my dad, I can. There's nothing that stops me from doing it.
I mean, does being gay make it less incest? That's the.
No, it doesn't.
But then that's
No,
sort
it
of
doesn't.
that's sort of what our judgment was, right?
That's like saying being straight and fucking your mom makes it less incest.
No, but like,
I mean, no, that's also like saying like, okay, if I'm a gay guy and I have a brother, like fucking my brother would not be incest.
but
Yeah.
no, I mean, it is incest. But is it lesser of incest because it's not reproductively?
No, it's still incest.
Again, we're
Any
talking
sexual
legally, or are we talking philosophically?
I guess just
Well,
like,
Legally, there's no difference.
yeah, neither is the difference. But the thing like, I guess.
You know, philosophy, like, there's no difference.
Yeah, it's just sexual relations between people classed as being too closely related to marry each other.
I mean, literally,
Yeah.
literally, if you have like sexual relations with like a cousin of your same generation, it's literally
No, okay. There's also a thing, right? Like, if it's a very distant cousin, to the point where they
Has to
barely
be-
your family
it's
member.
been 3 different generations.
You know
That's
what's
what
fucking
it
hilarious? In like a lot of cultures, marrying your cousin is totally fine.
Yeah, but okay, normally it's very distant cousin. It's not
You
like
know, for us, it's like
Well, no,
cousin,
no. It's just
first cousin.
with like direct family, it's always like yes, no. But with like distant relatives, it's always like 50-50. Like they're always like, yeah.
If you're like a
Unlike
direct,
boss.
if you're a direct cousin or something, it has to, or even distant cousin, it has to be like 3 generations away, at least.
Wait,
What?
you know what the fucking hilarious thing is?
What?
Incest is illegal in Alabama while legal in California.
wait, what? You've been making fun of Alabama this whole time for what?
Bro, we've been making Alabama.
No way, yo, we gotta put that image.
Sweet home
And New York. And New York, and Florida, and Texas, and Alaska, and Hawaii.
All right, I guess I know where I'm.
Alaska.
Alaska?
I
Yeah,
mean,
'cause-
to be fair, they're all.
I mean, it's either a sister or oil, so
What,
Is that a sister or snow?
what about
Yeah.
Hawaii though?
it is legal.
It's a bear. Or it's
Wait, no. It is legal. This is the Alabama.
Oh, that's
state.
Alabama?
That's Alabama.
Oh, then I mixed it up with Louisiana.
You mix it up with Mississippi.
Wait, which one is Louisiana?
Louisiana is this one.
Yeah, I thought
Louisiana,
this
that's Mississippi, that's Alabama, that's Georgia, that's
Yeah,
Too many states in America, man.
was genuinely.
shorten them.
50 is way too much.
They even made a state
Like,
after us.
You should mix up the Dakotas, you should mix up the Carolinas, you should
Wyoming.
mix up the Virginia.
Yes. Like, coming from an Indian, we already have a bunch of states.
We have 28, right?
Yeah, 20 years.
I mean, look at Canada. We only got like 10 provinces,
Yeah,
3 territories.
10, 12.
Not to be
No,
fair,
it is
like
10.
a bunch of the middle part is.
Wait, it's only
It's only 10.
But it's also a much smaller
Ready?
country, population.
British Columbia,
British Columbia, Alberta,
Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Yukon.
No,
Northwest-
No, those are
West
territories.
Oh, right, yeah, never mind then, yeah. Ontario, Quebec.
It's 13
New Brunswick, Nova
total.
Scotia.
10 provinces, 3 territories.
Yeah.
I was never supposed to take this class.
Total land regions and it's 13.
I don't know.
So we're like New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Islands. Are
And
these
Newfoundland and Labrador.
Oh, right. These are provinces.
Those are provinces.
Northwestern Territories and Yukon is.
Northwestern, Yukon, and Nunavut.
And Nunavut, yeah.
Yeah.
They're having none of
I'm
it.
not having none of it.
Comedy 101.
How do you pronounce the capital? I want to see if you guys know. I'm gonna type
The
it.
capital of where?
Of Nunavut.
Does it start with T?
Fuck. Let me turn this.
Isn't that it? No.
No, it's this. It's this. How do you think you pronounce that?
Iqaluit.
No, it's not. It's,
Iqaluit.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Berlin. I know it's supposed to be something that you can, like, it's not how you spell it.
Iqaluit.
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 That feels anglicized.
Iqaluit. It definitely is.
Yeah, like Nova Scotia is basically just
New
New
Scotland.
Scotland, but in another language for some fucking reason. Not to mention a language that no one here speaks.
It's so pronounced. American pronunciation.
Isn't Scots basically
That's
English?
wrong.
Scots is basically English.
Scottish?
Scots.
Oh, Scots.
Nova Scotia.
Is that the language of the Scottish? Or is it Scottish?
I mean, the one thing I want to experience in Canada is supposedly the accent of people from Newfoundland and Labrador is like none other. Like
Yeah, it's very strong.
It's very strong. It's also very different.
It's the Ubuntu really kicks in.
Wait, let's see.
Like I want to actually go there and visit somebody from.
It's like Irish or something.
They're
right?
called Newfies.
Aren't there dogs called Newfies?
Yeah,
Sean?
they're dogs.
Yo, you can't just diss people like that. and
Why
call
did you
them
ask
dogs.
me that?
Because you're always a dog
You're a
person.
dog person. You know a lot about dogs.
Suddenly asking.
What do you mean, Jesus? You know the most about dogs because you love them the most. Is that wrong?
Yes,
Let's see.
because it's
a
incest.
Newfoundland language lesson with Mark Critch. I don't know what that person is, but sure.
Oh, I've seen that video.
Yeah.
It was alright.
Are you pulling it up?
And I'm here today with my Newfoundland friend Tim Scott.
Yo, that's copyright content, man. I don't want to get a copyright strike.
So,
Today we're here for a Newfoundland languages.
That is very Scottish.
So when you get done, we can do our what? Our beer? Yeah, beer.
That's how Kai speaks
Go
Irish.
downtown.
It's like guys.
Genuinely, like, just because he knows that
He knows you get pissed off from it.
I get pissed off from it for no reason. I have no ancestry in Ireland whatsoever. But like, yeah, he goes like thinking that he's speaking Irish.
There is a video of a Scots guard warning a random person outside Buckingham Palace, and it's extremely hilarious because I don't understand a single word that guy's saying.
Scots.
Scottish, Scotland,
The fuck?
yeah, Irish like this.
Huh?
Ireland.
Wait,
Abortion is legal in West Virginia.
Really?
Apparently.
When are they going to legalize abortion outside of the womb?
Because he needs to read it.
you guys will find out about that in the next episode. I think we reached about like an hour and 30 minutes.
I can't wait just for the next episode.
We're like nearly an hour.
We're now. I think it's time to end the podcast.
I can't wait for the next episode where it's like we're gonna find out what my assignment was. And it's gonna like cut in. It's gonna be like
That's
the
right.
next episode is just Vade crying. I feel
But yeah, what's the name of our podcast again?
Mugs and Mugs.
Milkshake and mug.
Exactly. Milkshakes and mugs.
Milkshakes and migs.
Milkshakes and migs. Yeah.
Mug and I mean
Russians, Russian
Yeah.
migs.
I've seen this. I think.
We put a lot of effort into this.
Absolutely.
We put a lot of preparation time.
As you can see, probably. So
Yeah.
until next time.
Yes. Okay.
suck it
So
cock.
we sign off.
Suck it.
Bye.
Goodbye.